Hello, my name is Evan Holden. I am doing this interview for online communications through Missouri Southern State University. Well, in what ways would this organization benefit from hiring you? I am an extremely hard worker. I do not take no for an answer. If something needs to be done, I will either have already had it done or will be in the process of getting it done. I work with a lot of projects that happen, it all happens simultaneously, and sometimes you feel like you never get a break. That is perfectly fine with me. I love working. Um, I never complain about what I do. Describe a situation in which you found your results were not up to your expectations and what happened. What happened was that there was a couple days when I worked that were extremely boring, slow. Not a whole lot happened. A lot of miscommunications happened just because being so slow, and we wound up having some problems with public people coming in and stealing stuff or just giving us a hard time, and that is not a good thing to have in the workplace. I took action. I helped discourage them by sticking with them the whole time that they were at the store, prevented them from stealing. And usually, what happens in that situation is that they come up to the counter and say, "Oh, I have forgot my wallet in the car," and so they go out in the car and then they leave the product there. Can you provide an example of where your outstanding communication skills? I work with the public every single day. I help them with stuff to get their projects done. I help them decide on what brands they do. I talk about comparisons between brands. I help put input on different things. I give them some advice on things that they could do. I cut keys. I work with chainsaws. I do all kinds of things. So my skill levels are very broad. Describe a situation where you worked with a group of people to accomplish a project. I actually worked with Ace Hardware to help set up a store in spring of 2021. I was hired on, and we got together as a group and we set up the inside of the store. While the construction workers worked outside the store, we were inside building shelves, putting all the products on the shelf, making sure everything was clean and up to date, getting the computers online, just making sure everything was in top shape for when we opened in April. Tell me about a time when you've been creative or innovative in your work, and what situation and what did you do? I actually came up with an idea for our overstock. We were having trouble keeping overstock on places to where we knew where it was or where it just so happened to be. Um, there was a lot of problem with storage. Like we say, this product's not on the shelf, but it shows that we have it, but we can't find it. I came up with a system that we know where everything is at all times, and eventually the second store, the original store, adopted the same ideas that I did, and it's worked very smoothly ever since. Thank you for the time for this interview, and I hope you have a wonderful day.